All right.
You leveled the entire place!
Yeah, I did.
I am a huge fan of Game of Thrones, and I loved the season finale last night. I think they probably blew their CG budget in the last 2 shows.
All right.
Dig, have tree, streak.
Check this out.
Sounds pretty rad to me.
Hooray! The Microsoft press conference for E3 2012 is in the books, done, over. They showed some video games. All right, well, they also showed Halo 4. They showed some single-player stuff, some kind of Forerunner weaponry stuff. What do you guys think of that?
I'm not just blowing smoke here because David Ellis and his svelte new physique are going to come over here and beat me up. Like that looks amazing. It looks really good. I mean, like 2 days ago, we were sitting there going, man, it better not just be more Covenant, like they'd already said.
Yeah,
The Covenant are still there.
And then
like,
they round that corner, it's more
like,
Covenant. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, but then Cortana's like,
Definitely not Covenant.
like they got right out in front of it and going like, there's some new shit going on here.
Yeah.
Really nice. Like all the animations, the way that guy was warping around, and the way that the weapons were like forming together.
Right.
And all the visor effects. Like
the enemies look like robotic versions of Lost Planet creatures. Like you shoot them and there's like stuff flying, goo flying out of them as you're blowing them away.
What I liked about it is that the reason I don't want to fight the Covenant again is because what I like about Halo is that it's kind of a puzzle, and at some point you just run out of pieces that are interesting to play with. And it seemed like the enemies they were showing immediately started seeing like how you were gonna have to you saw Master Chief like throw a grenade and it just threw it right back.
Yeah.
And you had like these flying objects, like these drones. It sounds like you can kind of take out. So I like that they're introducing all these new elements to it, and it also seems like they kind of going for maybe like a System Shock like rogue AI element, which is like just having some sort of new enemy that is not the Covenant. Like I would have probably written off that game if it was just another game fighting those enemies again.
Then I guess Splinter Cell Blacklist was probably the other big announcement there.
Ironside-less Sam Fisher, now voiced by some other guy who is not Michael Ironside, therefore who cares?
It seems like it's completely, as far as I can tell, that doesn't seem like it's launching off from the ending of, what was the last one? Conviction, yeah. Like where they leave Conviction, like he's supposed to be like in exile, and and this seems like now he's in charge of Fourth Echelon.
Sometimes you got to bring in people from the outside, fresh perspectives to lead the organization and do stuff. So it makes sense they would get Sam Fisher in there to do that. But it barely looks like a Splinter Cell game, other than the Mark and Execute stuff, which is now like a mobile Mark and Execute, which reminded me of Assassin's Creed 3.
You mean Killing in Motion?
Yes, Killing in Motion.
Yeah.
He looks like he's in the Animus.
Applause.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of weird?
Yeah.
Like the guy, he just jumps over a table and ices like 5 guys in the face, and then just like huge thunderous applause.
Yeah.
All the applause at the conference was wildly inappropriate.
Well, you were watching
part.
over the stream, so you got like the sweetened version of the applause and all that stuff, right?
The applause during the Internet Explorer bit was particularly just brutal to listen to.
Today, I'm excited to announce that Internet Explorer is coming to Xbox this year. Let's take a look.
Why are you applauding Internet Explorer? Who are you that is doing that?
Oh, you're a Microsoft employee who's sitting in the crowd at that thing. I thought Splinter Cell looked really cool. It just didn't immediately look like a Splinter Cell game. It looked more like Assassin's Creed or some other
It's definitely way less
standard
methodical.
kind of game. But like you said, no Ironside, no sail, man. He sounded way too cogent, way too sober for Sam Fisher.
He needs to gargle like about 10 more gallons of hot asphalt before he's gonna even halfway sound like.
Graham, you gotta call it. You gotta loosen up the Chiefs a little bit. You gotta.
They just gotta kill all these guys in Iran and Iraq.
What do you make of Loco Cycle?
Loco Cycle?
Loco
It's
Cycle.
a great name.
It's a fantastic name.
We ran into Wilford after the thing.
Yeah.
He seems excited about it, but he wouldn't tell us what kind of game it is.
All right. Well, it's an assassin and motorcycle.
Yeah? think it's going to turn into a robot lady?
I think it's Heat Vision and Jack, the game.
Yeah, maybe. That might be all right.
I thought that seemed pretty clever and neat and interesting.
What else? They announced that Nike Fitness stuff that they've been working on for years.
Yeah.
That looked like a kind of bad version of Your Shape.
A little bit.
In a lot of cases, I thought the Your Shape silhouette stuff looked better.
I gotta say, the app and media stuff that they focused on this year was really depressing for the most part. Like, a lot of it was just not that impressive.
Yeah, I mean, they've got your favorite networks. They've got ESPN, they've got ESPN2, they've got ESPN3, they've got ESPU.
Hey, are you guys talking about sports?
Come on in and watch our sports.
Awesome.
You were not impressed by Magic screen, glass, paper screen?
So the smart glass stuff sounded kind of neat, actually. That was like the one thing that made
There's a lot of options for that
Yeah.
if they want to go down that road, for synced up strategy guide experiences.
Yeah.
And like they show with the movies and
The coolest application they
details.
showed of that was the Game of Thrones stuff with the interactive map and everything, but I wonder how much development effort it takes to put something like that together.
Yeah, who's building that? Like, I really doubt HBO is putting that together, so it's like sort of like falls on Microsoft's shoulders to, and all the prototypes they showed for how that would work with games were clearly all just like CG bullshit. We're like, well, maybe it'll work this way, and especially like in Madden, it's like, okay, great, you can draw plays, but then you can't actually play the game unless you're just, hitting the passer and it passes to them. Like, you can't conceivably have the controller and at the same time.
I bet you could do both, though. I bet, like, if they were to actually go all the way down that rabbit hole, you could call all the plays on the screen, then set it down and use a real controller to play if you wanted to to do that.
I thought Black Ops 2 had a pretty bad demo. I thought that looked really
odd. It was a little disjointed, and then it just kind of ended abruptly.
So that's the third time I've seen that demo, and the other two times I've seen that demo, someone else was playing it and was on it, just wasting people. Mark was missing a lot, and I got the impression almost that they cut it off.
I felt like closing with that was just kind of an anticlimax.
Absolutely.
Though. I mean, the game is known, that demo has been seen, maybe not by the public, but by a lot of the press.
Because I think the Halo 4 stuff looks so strong.
Yeah, that would have killed the end of that conference.
But opening with Black Ops wouldn't have been like a real strong opener either.
Yeah.
Maybe I would say open with Gears, but that didn't look.
They didn't show
that was
anything.
barely anything.
Fuck Baird.
Also, fuck Baird.
Dude.
Fuck Baird.
Baird is bullshit.
Yeah.
I will say that South Park
Smirking
demo.
Baird doesn't make it any better.
Yeah, that South Park demo was like by far the most like exciting thing I think they showed during that stuff.
That stole the show for me. I cannot wait to play that.
Yeah, I hope that they get that stuff down, like the look
gave it a
and
date.
stuff.
I mean,
they did give it a date.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Like, it got laughs.
Yeah.
It looks like the show.
And one of the things you don't see when you're watching it, like streaming, is that like we can see the script, so like it's kind of filtering a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
And you'll see sometimes the celebrities, like they didn't give a script to Ice-T, and all they gave for Matt Stone and Trey Parker was just this blank, and they would give them time cues.
Yeah, it was like 30
so that one point when like I think it was Matt Stone looked at his watch, like he really was looking at his watch because they were just like, oh wait, I guess we'll bullshit for 60 seconds, and you just saw 60 seconds, 30 seconds, 10 seconds, and they left early. It's just like I don't know what we're supposed to say for 10 seconds.
So that's what they did for the Beatles a few years ago, and that was perhaps the example of how that goes wrong when they try to
kept
do
going.
that. Yeah,
Well,
they
you
just
can't-
kept going.
And I imagine that Trey Parker and Matt Stone, you can count on them a little more
Yes.
to just be on it for a short period of time.
All right, true or false? Microsoft needs a new hype man.
Like someone other, I feel like Phil Spencer didn't really do it.
Yeah.
He came across real weird. I think
We decided that was the wrong Phil. There's another Phil out there.
He was in the audience.
Yeah, we saw him in the audience.
Yeah.
We forgot that Phil Harrison is now part of Microsoft.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And he's good.
Dude, he can do it. He can totally do it.
And he was in the audience. I
Yeah.
saw a picture on Twitter of someone sitting next to him. But I was like, the first time they put Phil's name up, I was like, oh.
I know.
Oh.
But I think Matrick did a good job coming out of the Usher
Okay,
stuff. Like give it up for Usher. Like that was credible. That sounded credible.
Let's once again give it up for Usher and crew. That was really great.
Is that about it? I mean, Racketeer.
No Dave Lang.
No Dave Lang. So disappointing.
Yeah.
I think the Racketeer demo was the closest we got to like a really goofy, like really forced, like adding humor to our demo while I'm doing these motions on screen.
No kids. And then Usher. Yeah.
Usher did not play Dance Central 3. He was there.
He was dancing, and I saw on the screen it looked like he was
not playing Dance
What
Central
are you
3.
saying? I don't
I'm
understand.
saying that it was all smoke and mirrors, dude.
Oh.
As opposed to awkward white people on stage, I thought this was a much better way to present. Yeah. Do you really need to demo Dance Central 3 again? Like,
right. Get a full dance crew up there and just do it. You know what Dance Central is, and be able to travel around.
You dance in it.
Dancing. Hey, Vinny, your zipper's down. And that's going to do it. We're going to head over to EA, get in the car, and go. So we'll see you later. Hello, we're here at Street Pass Central, where these guys are street passing with each other.
How do they not have a map for Mexico?
No, but it lists 2 regions, so it somehow picks up on 2 regions from Mexico.
Way to go, Nintendo. Disenfranchise our friends to the south.
We're here at the EA press conference. The EA just ended. They showed, I guess it was 10 games. I didn't actually count. They said it was going to be 10 games. 10 games from 10 great studios, right?
You count Battlefield 3 and The Old Republic.
Right, I think that's the catch, is that they spend a lot of time focusing on games that are already out for an E3 press conference. So it was DLC for Battlefield 3 and their premium service, which sounds like a season pass.
Yeah,
more than a premium
It
service.
seems a little odd that it's coming this late. It seems very, very reactionary. It mostly sounds like they took what was probably a lot of their plan that was already laid out,
right?
Put it in this membership thing.
Yeah.
You know what? At the end of the day, you're probably saving money.
Yeah.
So I can't really get upset at those services, because if you're going to buy that stuff anyway and you save $15,
totally.
Why not?
Nothing wrong with that at all. But I think the big things here: Need for Speed Most Wanted, which I thought looked really cool.
It looked good. It looked a little more like Hot Pursuit than I thought it would at first.
Well, it's an open world, but
yeah, but that's the key difference. It seems like. I mean, like the crash angles look the same, and like the cops versus robbers dynamic.
And they put Firestarter in a trailer in 2012, which I can't. That's just a great fucking move.
They very clearly up front were like, we made Need for Speed a relevant franchise again.
In 2010, Criterion launched our first Need for Speed game, Hot Pursuit, and put the series back on the map.
Now this is our take on Need for Speed.
Kind of sticking
it's a
to
little
the other studios that really got a short end of the stick because of how EA made those games.
Yeah.
Criterion's kind of a premium developer. They kind of get to
spend a bunch of money. And,
kind of get to do their own thing. I thought that was kind of a shitty shot at, I think, studios that, maybe have not made the best games, but in the circumstances, I think, kind of weird to say that.
Yeah.
Dead Space 3.
Dead Space 3. What did you think?
It looked all right, but going in, knowing all the stuff you had told me about it,
Right.
I'm real skeptical about that.
Yeah, universal ammo, like not being able to rotate the plasma cutter.
Yeah, reduced number of weapons, like weapons combined together, fighting humans.
Fighting
drop-in
drill.
Like the drop-in co-op stuff. Like, I mean, having another guy there just inherently makes it less scary. Like 2 already moved so far away from the survival horror stuff. Like, it was kind of straddling the line between that and like an Uncharted. Now it feels like it's just all the way over on this side.
Yeah,
seemed like the response on Twitter was pretty consistent with that impression.
It could be a cool thing in its own right. It's just sort of not
necessarily what I was expecting out of Dead Space.
And then I think Medal of Honor Warfighter is probably the other big new thing. I thought that looked pretty good.
Yeah. They don't really do anything.
Yeah, I mean, again, really well made one of those. I
didn't see any of the unique hook.
I don't know what you can do with that genre at this point. Like, I was sitting there thinking, like, it's been 4.5 years since Call of Duty 4 came out. Like, can you imagine that? Would you stop and think it's only been 4.5 years since the first one of those games came out? Now, how many games exactly like that have come out since then?
How crazy is that? I guess that is a little crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Like, the tech looked all right.
Yeah, I mean, it
in terms of that stuff.
really well made.
Yeah. Now they really are locking us
They
in.
really are shutting us in.
Yeah.
Oh no.
There's a door. There's a last-minute door we can use over here. Either way, we should probably get out of here before we get trapped.
The press conference.
They showed SimCity. SimCity looks awesome.
Yeah. I will govern that city.
Yeah.
My guess is a lot of the PR for that game will be teasing the disaster stuff. They don't want to show
Right. Yeah. They showed like a little Mecha Godzilla looking thing. They showed like a real.
There was an alien kind of in the logo art.
Yeah. So there's probably a lot of weird stuff with that. Decent show.
Yeah, it was all right. Nothing
solid, if not
very
spectacular.
surprising. But they got it done.
I think I just got girl lucky.
All right, Ubisoft is over, and we've got the best deals on ketchup packets.
Soy sauce.
Soy sauce packets.
Sauce de soja.
Okay, all right.
Someone already tore there.
Watch Dogs was probably the coolest thing there, right?
I think it might be the coolest thing at the show so far. Purely by virtue of being something we've never seen before.
And by making me think of Mind Jack.
Okay, yeah, that's always
And making you really confused about it because, well, maybe that was a cool concept that it just completely.
I thought Mind Jack was a cool concept, and they just shit the bed on execution, like top to bottom on that. So
I mean, obviously they're being pretty cagey with details on this thing, but do you think that dynamic of you're the bad guy, but then somebody else joins your game as the good guy to try to catch you, do you think that is the game, or do you think that is like some separate competitive mode that they just weren't detailing?
I would think that would be the game. I imagine it's probably something you could disable, because obviously not everyone's going to always be connected to the internet. Maybe you get AI guys chasing you otherwise, or they jump in real players otherwise, you know, if they're available.
There was before Arcane was working on Dishonored, they were working with Valve on, I can't remember the name of the game, but it was something that was the same, similar like asynchronous multiplayer where you're on a single player game and then other human players can join that.
Yeah.
So I can imagine a situation where you're just playing your game and then it's like, hey, your friend is at this moment.
Right.
Do you want to jump in and jack into their game?
I love the atmosphere of like shadowy kind of information warfare, and all the gadgets and remote hacking and like the little information display you could pull up on the NPCs. And it's like, oh, that guy has 5 outstanding parking tickets, and that lady is HIV positive, and then there's my target. And then at some point you just pull out a gun and start shooting up an intersection. Like the whole time I was just like, please don't be a shooter, please don't be a shooter.
It's
and
too bad because
it
comes after this really cool moment of stopping the traffic lights, and you're like, oh shit! Like the implications of what you can do with the game's mechanics, like just explode in terms of.
I was like, so that's how you get shit done in this game, by doing stuff like that.
But then you got a pistol.
By pulling out a gun.
What else did they have? They had Far Cry 3, which so I played that sequence a couple weeks ago. With the lady on top of you, and
that scene definitely drew some ire on Twitter as being maybe a little puerile.
I guess, yeah.
It got people talking. You know, I mean, if that's the goal, like that is the way.
So that whole thing, I guess, is you're undergoing like a tribal ritual. You're like completing the initiation of joining the tribe of people that you start addressing after that, and she is part of that tribe. She's the bad guy's sister.
Okay.
And you're getting like this whole the sleeve of tattoos that he looks at. The bad guy has that also, and then they imply pretty heavily by the end of that thing that you and he are the same person, or you know.
I mean, he says that. Like his quote at the end of that demo literally was something to the effect of like, "You are me, I am you," kind of thing.
You are me.
What'd you think of that? I mean, did you play a lot of Far Cry 2?
Yeah, I reviewed it. I mean, you know, it looks cool, but it's too hard to get a sense of how free. Well, he said that freedom was the name of the game or whatever, you know. But like, it's hard to get a sense of exactly how freewheeling you can be about just like roaming around the island and finding different stuff to do, you know. Like, it seems like this one maybe is focusing a little more on a linear story than the last one.
They showed Assassins, some more of that stuff.
I think they did a grave disservice to Shootmania, it seemed. Your thoughts?
That shit was just embarrassing. So from like an esports perspective and a Shootmania perspective, everything about that was just crappy.
Esports is better than that. Shootmania is probably better than that. Apparently that stream wasn't even live. Like that was footage.
Like some tournament stream from a couple days ago or something. So the whole thing, top to bottom, just seemed like real bad. And then there was the dude, it was like Aisha Tyler, and then whoever the other dude was.
I thought we were starting on such a good note. Like Aisha Tyler's like great. That actually seems like a good female Joel McHale, like someone who gets it as a fan. She clearly likes games. She was cracking jokes. It felt like it was off script. And then that guy shows
what
up.
What the fuck is that? Who? I don't even.
YouTube sensation Toby.
All right. Whatever, man.
I guess that explains it.
Yeah.
And then Wii U stuff.
Yeah, and then the Wii U stuff. They had Rayman Legends,
which is apparently a Wii U exclusive.
Yeah,
it's seeming like.
Yeah, well, they didn't show any of the like put thing on screen stuff that was in that leaked footage from a while back. But they did show like the touchscreen character. It'll be a 5-player game, so 4 players playing the traditional way, and then one guy almost as like the helper parent character of I'm gonna make it easy for you. Or, I'm gonna
with
make you
more
do this,
to do. Like when you play like Mario Galaxy or something, like
right,
the helper character
like,
is just you know, your girlfriend gets bored with it after a couple minutes. There's just nothing to do.
Right.
But this is like it becomes a rhythm game on top of the platforming, which is
that's kind of cool.
And it goes, you know, like Rayman Origins did a good job of mapping that to the music with your platforming. This is like tied to the actual.
Yeah.
It seems really neat.
Gosh, I guess that's about it. I feel like they
showed the zombie game.
Oh, they showed the
But well,
and that was like that
did.
Killer Crazy game, Mutant Killer Freaks, something, redone. Yeah, finally.
I assume that will be at Nintendo's thing.
Nice new zombie IP, you guys. That's what I've been waiting for. Something real refreshing.
They didn't have one, did they? They're probably one of the few.
A new zombie game?
Yeah, Ubisoft didn't have their own like in-house zombie IP, right?
I guess not.
They do now.
Yeah. So, with that, we bid you farewell, and we'll be back next time.
All right, E3 Day 0 2012 is in the books. It's on record. It is completed. We have been to a lot of press conferences. We have just finished Sony. What did you think, Jeff Gerstmann?
I thought that they had some good stuff. I think The Last of Us continues to look pretty good. And I like that they're doubling down on Ellen Page by putting her in 2 games. So that's pretty cool.
You think Naughty Dog pulls back on the Ellen Page, maybe changes the face a little bit now that real Ellen Page is on the scene?
I think I like their fake Ellen Page better than the real Ellen Page, so I would probably just stick with that.
Maybe they can share Ellen Page tech.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, Sony shares a lot of its tech that it makes for its games.
They're actually working on Speed Page, which lets you procedurally generate an Ellen Page for any game. Which we're pretty excited.
They should just throw her in All-Stars. Like, you know what? Hey, Ellen Page is now a Sony favorite.
Yeah. And just as Ellen Page. It's not like, here's Jodie whatever. It's just, there's Ellen Page in this game. I don't know.
Oh, man.
We signed her for 3 games,
so this is the third,
we're just fulfilling the contract.
We didn't have a third idea. So we just figured we would put her in this. And that got her onto the Vita as well, which we thought was important. So
Not a lot
Beyond
of... Yeah.
is the game that she's actually in, Quantic Dream. Your thoughts, gentlemen?
I thought it was cool and ballsy to just walk out with a new IP and not really show a game necessarily.
Right. Yeah, I still don't have much of a sense of what it is. We didn't see any, like, you know, hit X to open the fridge or whatever. I don't know if it's that kind of game.
I take that to mean that it's probably just an evolution of Heavy Rain. Like I don't expect it to be like a large departure or a third-person cover game all of a sudden. I think it's probably something along those lines.
It seems like it might have some action elements, though. I mean, there's a scene of her jumping off a train and like she's blowing up a helicopter and stuff. Looks interesting.
It's a cool premise.
I thought it was really funny that they went to all these lengths to get Ellen Page and put her in the game, and then make a big deal like her acting is so awesome, and then here's 10 minutes of like her mocap face with no talking.
It's all in the eyes, man. That's where the soul.
Yeah, and like the tech on that stuff looked good, but it was like people in the crowd started kind of snickering at it, and I was like, is that? Yeah, no, this is pretty funny actually. Like this is kind of ridiculous. I don't know what that even is.
And not a lot of Vita stuff.
Yeah, like
I expected this to be, even though you guys don't want to hear about it, we're doubling down on Vita. We're getting behind this. Here's the huge third-party support. I mean, I guess at least it's cool. I expected the Call of Duty game to just be Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
So it does sound like there's at least a spin-off. And they've got the Assassin's Creed game.
That looks pretty cool.
I wonder if the Black Ops thing is the cast-off missions from the first game, because it's Black Ops Declassified.
Right. Because I had heard for a long time that like Black Ops came in real hot.
Yeah.
And there
so
were
they have
actually
a bunch
like
of stuff.
a lot of missions that like just didn't make it to the finish line.
Right.
So you can kind of see this being like a director's cut.
Yeah, so maybe it's that.
Huh.
Declassified kind of lends some credence to that, I guess. But yeah, it's like that in Assassin's Creed, and then
they confirmed that Battle Royale would be on the PS or on the Vita. So I mean, that was like 3 big names announced or kind of talked about for Vita. But other than that, it's like Trenton is up there saying like PS1 classics, like the library is good for Vita, is getting bigger every day.
Not
It's
talking
like,
about
what?
numbers. There was no price cut. You know, no, didn't seem like they were just.
Didn't seem like they did anything.
No way to get you out of this going. Yes, Sony is 100% behind Vita. It more just seems like.
What, white Vita.
Yeah.
White Vita.
I get. Yeah.
Are you gonna double up? Are you gonna double down?
No, not at all.
By announcing sound shapes for PS3, like they removed the reason I
know.
was going
I know.
to buy
Not
a
like,
Vita.
yeah, I'm kind of gonna pull back on that a little bit.
Is
that it? Sure, they had something else, right?
God of War.
Oh yeah. That looks like God of War.
I thought the elephant guy looked okay.
Dude, the part where everybody applauded when he pulled the guy's brain out and cut it in half, like that was the moment that I turned on applauding for like the violent one-upsmanship at video game press conferences. It's like you can see the guy's brain now. Great. I don't feel that is worthy of kudos.
I am okay with moments like that getting a oh or some, you know, that's like a natural reaction to some sort of violence. People going, oh shit.
Right.
But people just going like, oh yes.
Finally, the brain.
Bashed that crazy person's face into the cabinet and crushed it, and then shot him in the face with a shotgun. Yes, that was very well done. Nicely done.
It started really strong, and then it ran into this muck of a swamp called Wonderbook.
Right.
Which just went on for what honestly felt like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's weird because it kind of started as, you know, they had this big build up. It was like J.K. Rowling. And even if you're not interested, you're like, okay, that's kind of a coup.
That's a name.
That's a
sure.
name. And sure, she could not be bothered to show up or make a
Right.
video. Instead, there's just this quote. They're not even going to read the whole thing.
Like, we're just going to put it up there, and then the quote is just like, it's the closest to Muggle we'll get to. I'm like, fuck you. Jesus. Fuck off. Harry Potter bullshit. Anyway, the book looks neat. It's the same AR stuff. That just looked like iPad technology pushed to, you know, like a more extreme place.
I mean, AR continues to be kind of magical, you know, when you see it, and it works. When it works.
When it works, yeah. When you're drawing the number 4 and then casting fire everywhere, maybe, you know, that's...
To her credit, she kept her cool.
Exactly.
I kept waiting for her to crack because your stomach is turning. Like, oh, and it's not like it's not working. They can't cut to anything else.
Yeah.
Like it's on her. It's not like cut to demo reel. It's
Right.
like, oh, she did it 3 times, I think. Like it's just kudos to whoever that woman was.
Yeah.
She earned her paycheck.
She held her mug.
There was Last of Us. I mean,
Yeah.
which was a little more action heavy than I was hoping to see out of a demo.
It
But
was maybe a little more action heavy than the demo that they showed us a few weeks ago also, which gave a little more breathing room for the characters to interact and give you a sense of what that relationship is like, which I thought was like the charming and good thing about it. So for them to just be like, house full of crazies, better break some necks. It's like, yeah.
I'm forming an impression of that game that I kind of like of I Am Alive that actually like works, you know?
Yeah.
That game had some great ideas when I was getting into it. I was like, man, this seems like it could be really cool, and then it just didn't execute. Naughty Dog probably has a better chance of executing on that stuff, but I can still see it getting a little mechanical if like every time you run into a crowd of guys, you just have to puzzle out the best way to kill them, you know? I don't know that frequent combat encounters punctuated by some dialogue and then some Uncharted climbing is quite going to fit the bill.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah.
Anyway.
yeah,
All right.
that was Sony.
That was Sony.
Yep.
Bye.
kind of macaroni and cheese do you want?
Lobster. No, I never tried the 4 cheese.
4 cheese is very good.
Ah. All right, everybody. It is after the Nintendo press conference. We're up here post-show. Nintendo Land.
Right behind us. No lines.
No
lines for Nintendo Land.
In this theme park, there's no waiting.
Nintendo Land looks like a sad land.
Really, totally. Nintendo Land looks like Tech Demo Land.
What is that? Is that the Wii Sports?
Yeah,
that's probably the pack-in. That's probably like that's probably the polished version of the games that we saw last year.
No explanation of like how you'll get it. It'll be on a disc, or you'll download it.
Are you gonna charge for it?
Yeah.
I personally, I think it should just be built into the console, like that Master System Snail game.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. But that would be like, then that would just take up space that you could use for save games and other stuff.
I need those blocks.
Yeah, you got to have a lot of blocks free for all the other awesome Wii U games you'll be downloading over the lifespan of that console.
Such as.
Mario looks all right.
Mario looks good.
Okay,
yeah.
that's a game. It's just that they really didn't come out with like a big, strong lineup of new stuff at this thing.
Totally. They came out and said like,
it's all about the games.
Which seemed like it was gonna be like this commentary on like the other press conferences of, look, we know those guys talking all this social stuff, all these services. Like, we're gonna mention that stuff, get that out of the way at the front. Now let's talk about games for the rest of the hour. Right. And it's just, like Arkham City.
Like that's the thing you're like hanging your hat on, like a big Arkham City thing. Like, bring them out and talk about this game that came out last year that you've added a bunch of kind of trivial, crappy looking.
I don't see what the game plan is here. Like, this was supposed to get like people like, I want to go out pre-order a Wii U. Like, here's this. Like, it was gonna be nothing more than just a bunch of stellar Nintendo games. I didn't get that.
I thought Scribblenauts Unlimited looked kind of cool. That's kind of about
Auto Mutt.
Just use your imagination. Then shot a person looking around and go dog.
Are you gonna say that a dog car is not imaginative?
Why dog car? I came out of this maybe a little more excited about the 3DS with Paper Mario and that stuff.
I actually thought the Paper Mario tech demo from last year looked better than that, but at least they had some new game announcements for 3DS.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the new Super Mario Brothers label is perhaps being hoarded out a bit?
It's clearly different.
Maybe they need to put new, or really new, or actually new, or technically new.
How about original recipe Super Mario Brothers?
Oh, that sounds delicious. I had this sad realization during the Pikmin demo, where they were like, and you'll use the nunchuck.
The basic controls use the Wii Remote Plus and nunchuck.
And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, they're going to put out a bunch of games that still use that stuff, and I don't think I want to use that stuff anymore.
It seems like you don't have to. Like, it seems like you'll be able to use the controller.
A separate mode for Pikmin specifically, but, like, again, that's like one of the big things is, like, we're going to keep making these Wii games. Like, I don't want to do that.
I didn't come out with, like, a clear vision of, like, what Nintendo wants to do with this machine. Like,
they keep bringing up this idea of just, like, oh, you're fighting over the TV all the time. You can play this stuff on the little screen while you watch television. It's like, is that a problem in Japan? Because I have a lot of TVs in my house, and I'm not like Mr. Moneybags over here. It's like you can put a second TV in your home. It's not, especially for an HD console. That it's like that trying to drive that point home just seems really crazy. Like I don't know where they're going with that stuff.
Pushing the asynchronous multiplayer as a buzzword, like what does that mean?
It means
to
that
anyone.
It means that they really liked Pac-Man Versus and have based a whole console around it.
I don't know about you guys. That press conference really gave my quads a run for their money.
My quad's got to run for their money.
All I can hope is that they want to have some sort of Rolling Thunder thing. Is that like they show this and then there's going to be a lot of stuff leading into the launch?
Like
but
with Rolling Thunder?
Yeah, Rolling Thunder coming to Wii U. Rolling Thunder U.
We just say that enough times,
yeah.
maybe it'll be true.
Like what else is
retro
Namco doing?
retro
doing
retro.
Notice the words starting with U are the new 64.
Yeah.
I don't think it works.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I'll get over it, but it
just makes everything sound like a school.
Zombie U specifically, just like
I just realized they paved the way with Kid Icarus Uprising.
Oh man,
Got out in front.
we
didn't even know
they
it.
blew it. They need to put that out on Wii U.
Got it.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna head in the back and play some stuff. and
Hopefully there's some more
hopefully,
cooler stuff
yeah,
back
some
there.
of the stuff we have to say on the live show tonight will be a little different, but I am
Try
not
and
looking
turn our
forward to
frowns
going to
upside
Nintendo
down.
Land. Like
Yeah.
that did not look like a place I want to visit, but let's hope.
Hey folks, it's the end of day one here at E3 2012. As you can see, we
Hey
are
folks,
enjoying
it's the end of day one here at E3 2012. As you can see, we're here.
There's an echo in this room, I guess. Glitz and the glamour of E3 going on right here. We had Nintendo this morning, but then we've spent the day here on the show floor. Brad Shoemaker, what did you see today?
Came down to two things for me. John Carmack's crazy, literally duct tape. Like they told me, it might be duct tape when you get there. It was literally held together with duct tape. It's a head-mounted VR, head tracking display thing that he's got going on.
Made of duct tape.
Mostly.
Why would that man make his own? Those things exist.
He can.
You buy them, right?
He can.
Because he didn't like the ones that were out there.
Okay.
You have to see this video. It's crazy. He employed techniques that he learned building rockets for the aerospace company.
Yes.
He got in touch with a company that makes like the gyroscopes or whatever he has in this thing. Got them to write a custom firmware for him to double the sampling rate on these sensors. That came from a rocket that he put in a head mount.
I imagine the other thing is going to be Star Wars.
Yeah, it was the head mount thing, and then seeing Star Wars 1313 like that. I mean, it's the best looking game I've ever seen. Like that is just a quantitative statement because it's like shaders and the resolution and the fidelity in general is just better.
Who's developing that?
It's LucasArts. They've got some guys in Singapore also helping with it, and ILM. ILM is donating a bunch of artists and engineers.
So it sounds like the stuff that we do know about this, or we knew going into this, is bounty hunter, Star Wars open world stuff. You get any sense of like when in Star Wars this is happening?
Between the old or the new trilogy and the old, so sometime in that 20-year span.
Because I saw like regular looking TIE fighters and stuff in some of the screenshots.
We have an interview going up. I asked the creative director. I was like, "This just screams original trilogy to me," and he seemed like really happy that I had said that because he said that's what I grew up with. That's what I like. All the ship designs, the costume designs, the scenery, everything about it looks like the old stuff. It looks like Star Wars Uncharted, what they showed. It's a lot of cover-based shooting and climbing on stuff while it's blown up, which is fine.
It makes sense for, bounty hunter in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah. I hope there are some less constrained elements to it later on, more exploration and stuff, but it just, seeing a game that is so clearly targeted at hardware that's not out yet is really exciting.
Awesome. Jeff, highlights for the day?
Oh, let's see. So after Nintendo, I actually stuck around with Patrick, and we went into their back area. Every year they kind of do this. They let some people back there to play some of the stuff they talked about during the show. This year it was all Nintendo Land. It was just a row of kiosks running different Nintendo Land mini games. So we went down the row and played that stuff. I think there's a Donkey Kong one where you kind of tilt and go through an area, and you have to... In some spots, you are rotating the sticks. In some spots, you're hitting triggers to manipulate things almost Gyromite style.
Did you get a better impression from the Nintendo Land stuff than what was shown during the press conference? Because that was a little underwhelming.
Yes. It continues to be incredibly underwhelming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
It's I feel my impressions have honed to a pretty sharp point at this time. It seems like the sort of thing that should be packed in. They're creating a lot of different things that are very clearly like, well, let's make a bunch of games that are like Pac-Man Versus, and there's one that's very directly like that, and then a few other ones that are, kind of changing it up across different styles, and they're all based on different things. So you got one that's like a little Legend of Zelda. You got one that's technically Animal Crossing universe. You're running around and shaking trees to make fruit pop out of it. And then the guy with the pad is controlling 2 guards simultaneously, one with each analog stick, which is convenient. And then you can hit the triggers to dive. So you're kind of like running these guys around trying to catch the guys that are trying to steal all this fruit.
2 analogs, huh? This is one of their deeper experiences.
Yeah, this is one of the deeper experiences if it's using an analog stick.
Sounds kind of hardcore for me. I'm not sure.
It's more of a mid-core experience. Yeah, and then we hit the floor, checked out Injustice Gods Among Us, which is the NetherRealm fighting game. Ed Boon and the crew. We talked to Ed, and he had some pretty interesting stuff to say about the game. They're not talking about the story at all with that one, other than to say that they'll justify all the obvious, like, Superman, too powerful sort of stuff. It doesn't play like Mortal Kombat, really. Like, definitely, I mean, you and I played it.
Yeah.
It's a
3-button fighter.
It's a 3-button, well, it's a 5-button fighter.
3 regular attacks.
3 attacks.
A gimmick button, which I guess name's subject to change.
Yeah.
Like each character's unique ability will come out.
Right. So like with Wonder Woman, it's actually just a stance change.
She only changes to sword and shield from lasso.
With Superman, it burns a little meter and he kind of glows red for a little bit and does more damage when he strikes. Super moves in that game are really over the top. I think that's where they're spending kind of their fatality budget, is just to make the in-game stuff way crazier all the time, which I think looks really nice. Then I saw Need for Speed. Most Wanted.
From Criterion.
From Criterion, yeah. We shot an interview over there, talked to those dudes. That game looks awesome. That game looks like they're taking like the 2 best non-simulation racing games of this generation, Need for Speed Most Wanted and Burnout Paradise, and just making them into one thing. It has, for Most Wanted, it has a lot of the cop stuff of, you know, okay, the cops are on you, you've got heat levels, you've got places where you can park to cool off and escape and evade chase and stuff like that. But then it also has billboards and gates and you know, road rules and all this other stuff that is just straight out of Burnout Paradise. On top of that, as you kind of compete and earn more points, you level up and you unlock car mods. So you're going to be equipping your car with roll cages and you know, nitrous and exhaust and, you know, different stuff that'll affect the stats. So when you get taken out by another guy, almost like a shooter, it comes up and tells you what his loadout was on his car. And then also they're doing like custom license plates, sort of like the Battlefield dog tags,
right?
Where you'll unlock more of those as you play and stuff like that. Multiplayer is going to have, you know, traditional races, but also stuff that's going to be more like those Burnout Paradise kind of challenges, where, you know, you get players together and have to all perform a specific task or something like that. I played some of the multiplayer. They had some cases in there. So it's actually like this kind of cool playlist system where it'll say like, all right, everybody needs to drive here. So everyone drives there and says, all right, now we're going to start the next event. And then it's a race or something like that, or maybe it's just who can do the longest jump over this overpass. Then you complete that event and it says, now drive over here. So this is like dynamic like system of like meeting up for an event, doing the event, meeting up for the next event, doing the event, and you're just kind of in there just flowing from one thing to the next in a pretty elegant way. And then they've auto-logged the hell out of it. You know, they've filled it full of leaderboards that are all over the place and friends lists and friend recommendations and stuff. That
it sounds really great, but Razor Callahan.
No Razor Callahan. From there, went and saw Forza Horizon.
Yeah, how's that? Like, well, first off, what is that?
It is an open world racing game where they're taking the Forza physics and putting it into this open world game that has off-road racing that they've built around this whole festival. What did you think of the festival? They're talking about like this curated music playlist, and they got DJs involved with, you know, the game and stuff.
I mean, yeah, that stuff doesn't necessarily seem like the most compelling aspect of it. Like, I mean, the soundtrack seemed fine, but it's more about just sort of like the racing culture, racing event sort of stuff. Like, you see a lot of that stuff in the Dirt franchise.
I was going to say that reminds me an awful lot of Dirt too.
And they said that people that worked on Dirt and like the old Colin McRae stuff are working on this one.
This is basically like a super group of BlackRock and Bizarre.
Yeah.
And some Codemasters people.
Oh, so this is not Turn 10?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then like there was stuff that I saw, you know, glimpses of the gameplay there that suggested some like Kudos style systems that reminded me of some bizarre stuff.
Well, and there's definitely some Criterion influence in there too. Like they're doing a lot of like the similar like, you know, progressive challenge stuff. You know, there are like sections of the road that you can like, you know, get the highest, you know, speed level going kind of stuff, and there's like progressive leaderboard with that stuff as well.
So would you say not as simulation focused?
Definitely not.
Well, I don't know that I would say that, because I mean they're saying that they're actually taking the graphics engine and the physics from Forza 4 and putting it into this game. But I would expect that you would have, if you turn on all the simulation stuff, it'll probably steer that way. I don't know that I would want to play it that way, but that it seemed like that would at least be an option.
It still seems like even if it is all the regular physics and stuff, like they're gearing it in such a way where it's like, you know, when you go off-road or when you crash into something, it doesn't stop your car. You know, it's like it doesn't do anything. It's like that aspect of the physics doesn't seem like it's really there at all. So yeah, so they're definitely trying to make it a more, they call it an action racer. That is their way of saying arcade racer without saying arcade racer.
We went to Ubisoft after that.
We did. I actually went ahead of you guys, went ahead of the team some, and went and checked out what they have for Assassin's Creed there. Now they've got the two demos that we saw during the Ubisoft and Sony press conferences. They're running those hands off. You know, they're being guided there. They're also showing a section of Boston that wasn't seen before, only being shown kind of by appointment at the booth. And that kind of shows like a little bit of a blend of what you expect from an Assassin's Creed game, of, you know, the urban traversal stuff, as well as, you know, there is some more you know, natural kind of raw elements in the city. There are trees, and so kind of some of the stuff that you saw in the Frontier demo that was in the Ubisoft press conference, there's little touches of that in Boston. You know, Boston obviously much smaller than it is today, but it still seemed like it had a good amount of verticality. Also kind of like feeding into the Brotherhood stuff of having, you know, your team of assassins. They didn't show any of like the, you know, the typical Brotherhood stuff where you snap your fingers and someone dies, but he was able to call in a group of guys that were dressed up as mock redcoats, and they pretend like they have you under arrest, and so you're able to get through a British checkpoint, them thinking, oh, well, we caught this horrible assassin, now, you know, he's ours, and then you're able to go through and then go and murder the Templar that you're going after. There are now little kind of indoor passages, so if you're in a chase sequence and you want to lose your tail, you can like go through this like, in the case that I saw, it was like a little hallway that was on the second floor. You're able to jump in through one window, run down this hallway, jump out the other, and lose your tail. It didn't like shut down, like didn't like, you know, close the windows or like shut the gates kind of the way that it would happen in the multiplayer, but it seemed like a similar idea. So I think they're playing around with some of the Brotherhood stuff, making it a little bit different than what it was in the last few games, but still looks really, really sharp. But man, I didn't get to see the naval battle demo during the Sony press conference yesterday, and that really impressed me with how that looked.
Did they sort of give more an indication of like how that works, like how the controls of that work and stuff?
I mean, he was playing it, so it seemed like he was at the helm, like steering the ship and, you know, trying to face with the other ships, you know, changing the sorts of ammo that he was using. So it was like, okay, we want to use these flame shots for this approach, you know, putting out the you know, full sails so that you get more speed, or dropping them down so you're about to get into combat. Chain shots to try and take out the enemy's masts so you can disable them and then you go board them. But mechanically, you know, I'm not really so sure about it. I don't know one way or the other. I'm not saying good or bad, but just visually just super striking, and I was very, very impressed by that. I also got to go and play Zombie U, a game that they showed just in a kind of pre-rendered trailer version during the Ubisoft press conference. You know, first-person shooter, pretty methodically paced, and there's zombies, and also like some kind of supernatural elements. Like there was a zombie that was like appearing and disappearing in this little kind of closed area that I had to like run around and dodge and fight.
That's not what zombies do.
No, it did not act like a traditional zombie in this regard. There's a lot of kind of gimmicky stuff with the big Wii U tablet, where, you know, you're scanning stuff to try and find like you know, supplies in the environment, or you can scan like zombie bodies or even living zombies to see like what they're carrying, if it's worth, you know, confronting them or whatever. I had stuff like a, you know, a handgun and a crossbow. Again, Year of the Bow continues unabated. I think they're still trying to nail down sort of the control language that everyone's going to share with this thing, of like, all right, what are the times when I'm going to hold the thing up in front of the screen, and what are the times that I'm going to keep it down? Because it was like, if I'm doing the scanning stuff, I'm holding it down. It seemed to me like, oh, it makes sense to hold it up. But no, but when I want to do the zoom stuff with my weapon, then I got to hold it up. But I have to actually aim the weapon first. So it's not just like throw the controller up and go. It's like hold the left trigger, throw the controller up, aim, then go.
Okay.
Kind of one of the more interesting things, though, was that when you die, that character becomes a zombie. And so, like, I went in and maybe got like 4 minutes into the demo and died. So then I started back as a new character. And when I go into the world, I see that zombie that I was with my name over it wandering around the world. So, like, I had to go and, like, get the gear off of my old zombie corpse to be able to continue forward through the mission. So I have not played, well, none of us have played a huge amount of Wii U games yet, and there's still just a lot of kind of getting used to, you know, just there was enough of a learning curve with that stuff, which, Alex, you can understand learning curves having played Rayman Legends.
God, that game is not easy, but it looks fantastic. The visual fidelity of that actually looks markedly sharper than even Rayman Origins. Like, they've done some stuff with the character graphics, like they've done a little bit of, like, you know, 3D on a 2D plane kind of stuff that looks really, really cool. And the dynamic between the Wii U tablet and the person, or however many people are playing the controller characters, is really cool, because the person on the tablet is, you know, swiping ropes to cut them and, like, you know, like creating platforms for you to jump on and you know, taking out enemies that, you know, you can't otherwise attack because they're sort of like too far on the screen. And there's that whole rhythm game element to it as well, which is, you know, basically you were tapping along in certain spots and I had to, like, jump and attack in the same sort of rhythmic kind of movement. And there's, like, a whole surf rock thing, like a dude, like, comes in on a surfboard and starts playing guitar while you're
that was that
running
section
through
that from the Ubisoft press conference. So,
but it was in practice, it's really fun. Like, it's really, really cool. It's not easy, but it's fun. And that was, you know, thus far, I think my favorite thing that I've seen of the Wii U stuff. So other than that, though, I saw Splinter Cell Blacklist.
Yeah.
I saw a more extended demo of what they showed at the Xbox conference. I mean, I am not the biggest Splinter Cell fan in the world, but it seems to do the things you generally want Splinter Cell to do well. The flow of combat is really, really good. Like, the way, I mean, obviously it takes time to master those tactics, but, like, the way you can just set up a whole room, you know, however you want, to just run in there, you know, blow up a door, come crashing through a window at the same time and just start smoking guys. Like, all that stuff looks really, really good. And it looks amazing. Visually, it is really, really sharp. The frame rate seems really consistent, like, and it's just the movement, character animation stuff all looks fantastic.
How is their Ironside facsimile?
Not that good. That's the one real problem, is that, like, not only is it not Michael Ironside, but the dude they have is nowhere near grizzled enough to really sell me on that being Sam Fisher.
Isn't this whole thing a reboot, though? Doesn't he look kind of young?
He does. He looks like he's in his, like, late 30s, early 40s.
That's definitely the thing that strikes me as odd about Blacklist, though, is the fact that it seems to pretty much ignore anything that Conviction did.
Yeah.
You know, maybe that was just a random experiment for Splinter Cell, but this seems like very much in line, although still much faster.
It does, it moves very quickly. And I mean, I think some of that is attributed to those guys knowing all the moves to do in every single combat situation. So it's just kind of like that. But if you know what you're doing, like, the way you can kind of move through the environments and just smoke dudes is actually pretty awesome.
Yeah. Fantastic. Gents, is that all we've got for now?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, that's it for day one here at E3 2012. Giant Bomb signing off. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Year of the Bow continues unabated.
Bow, bow, a bow, a bow, 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 a bow.
Year of the Bow.
first basketball or sports game where you actually use a real basketball. It's all about going to the rhythm of the beat. And the Spalding NBA ball that I'm holding actually comes with the game. We're gonna start over. We're gonna up the ante to ball, and let's bring Vinny back up to the stage. And as you can see right here, it's actually tracking the basketball live. Party high.
And day 2 of E3 2012 has come to a close. We are back here at our secret shooting location. As you can see, our luxurious accommodations that we have. We are waiting for the LA Kings to hopefully not cause a riot in downtown Los Angeles. But in the meantime, gents, let's talk about some of the games we saw. Patrick and Brad, you guys went and saw The Last of Us lengthy demo this morning. How's it looking?
It was a much longer demo than the press conference, and they showed a lot more non-combat options for getting through encounters with those hostile guys. So.
Yeah, if you were afraid that the press conference demo was just this action-heavy thing that didn't suggest that the game would have a lot of quiet moments, character interaction, and different ways to explore environments, like this demo proved all that stuff is there. It just didn't make sense for the trailer they wanted to show.
Press conference. All I'll say is that the game I saw this morning is the game I want, so I'm happy about that.
Fantastic. Well, let's go through the rest of the day. What else did we see? We went then straight to Electronic Arts.
Yeah, I saw SimCity, which looks like my girlfriend is really going to hate it.
Because it's going to steal all your time away from her?
I'm going to put some... It was the point where they were like, by the way, we have the editor from Spore in here for the buildings.
Wait, really?
Yes.
They said that.
Like you plop down buildings, but then you can pop up an editor and like graft all this stuff onto the side of it to add different functionality to it.
You got to use all that stuff on something.
That game looks awesome.
I had a chance to go and play Need for Speed Most Wanted, the Criterion game. It's a multiplayer demo that they're giving in there. Looks and plays real good. Just really enjoyed that. It feels like it is both Burnout Paradise and Need for Speed Most Wanted as a follow-up, kind of combined into one game. So that's just super exciting for me. Alex, what else did you see?
Well, Brad and I saw Dead Space 3 as well. You played some Dead Space 3.
How's it handle?
It feels like a Dead Space game, although you can crouch now. There's a roll, so that's definitely in keeping with the increased focus on action.
It's nothing about that game seems particularly horrifying. It seems like there's some tension and some fun action there, but it's like they have definitely stepped away from any of the horror trappings they had before.
Right. And then Patrick, you and I went to Bethesda, got a little theater demo of The Elder Scrolls Online, which almost put me to sleep.
Yeah, it was a lot of environmental fly-throughs, a little bit of combat.
Looked like an MMO.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a couple of interesting things with the combat, I guess, in the scope of what MMO combat is, giving you the ability to interrupt attacks with the shields and having stamina and magicka, which are, elements from other Elder Scrolls games, but it's not making any giant leaps in a direction that if you don't already like MMOs and the traditional structure, this may be a little bit different, but it's not going to get you interested if it didn't get you to before. So.
They followed that up with Dishonored from Arcane Studios. Harvey Smith giving a little demo of that. What did you think of that?
I thought the screens and videos they've shown for like the last year have been kind of plain. The visual passes, the lighting passes on this build were really impressive. The game's, the style's coming together a lot better. And I also didn't realize, like, the guy we ended up interviewing afterwards, Ricardo Bear, also is a lead designer on the original Deus Ex. So, like, there are a lot of guys, like, with real systems-heavy backgrounds working on this game, and yeah, I'm super excited for that, especially in, like, a sea of sequels. It's something that's original and seems really fun to play.
I actually got to play some of the demo they had after the little theater show that we got there, and it seems interesting. But I also felt the same way about Dark Messiah of Might and Magic, which was one of the last games that Arcane did. And I feel like there's potentially, like, they give you so many options in that game as far as your abilities go, and there's just a wide range of things that you can do, but I'm afraid that it's going to become one of those games where it's like, you can do all these different things, but you're going to use basically 2 or 3 of them over the course of the game.
So it's tough for them to present the game because they want to let you experiment with all the options.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to have all that stuff because there's a skill tree.
No, it's clearly one of those things of like we are showing you everything right now so that you get a little taste of this or that. And you know, it's one of those things where you can definitely play that game not stealthy if you so desire, or you can get real subtle about it. And I kind of played it halfway between. Accidentally shot some innocent civilians right in the face at a couple points in that demo. So you know, it seems like they're trying to do like a good, bad, and then like kind of stealthy action dichotomy to the gameplay there. I felt like the visuals, like there's a really interesting idea there as far as kind of the fiction and like this. It's steampunk, but not in the most sort of trite steampunky way that
you can tell that it's the artist who came up with City 17. Like it's the same lead artist from.
Well, especially
from
with those walkers. Like they have this big long, like the tall boys they call them, the stilt walkers that they have that are roaming the city that they share some of their toughest enemies. Like it's very, very reminiscent of some Half-Life 2 stuff. So, you guys went to Capcom.
Yes, we did. I played Resident Evil 6. Patrick played Lost Planet 3.
And
Alex
you played Devil May Cry.
Alex hung
You
out,
had an
hung out
interesting
with a stripper.
experience playing Devil May Cry.
I did. So they had a special room in the back where you could go and play Devil May Cry 3, and on there was a pole with a woman who was dancing on that pole for no reason that I could identify. It's just they had a pole dancing woman there.
So I went in that room at the end of the appointment to grab Alex so we could go to our next thing. The stripper was lying bored on the floor next to the pole, and I feel like that image perfectly encapsulates this E3.
It does.
Really, what else
Before
can be
you
said?
came in, she was kind of dancing,
Right.
but there was no enthusiasm there whatsoever.
Tawdry but bored.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Absolutely.
To be fair, that was slightly more memorable than my experience playing Devil May Cry. Though that game seems fine. It's, you know, combat seems pretty good. The combo system seems neat. The light and dark stuff that they're doing seems pretty cool. But, you know, I mean, it's a different take on Devil May Cry. So you either want that or you don't.
Brad, as a fan of Resident Evil, how you feel about 6 from the gameplay perspective?
I am not encouraged about that game right now.
Really?
I found that demo a little distressing. They had a demo for all 3 characters. I only had time to play Leon, but something about the pacing felt kind of herky-jerky or stilted. The controls didn't feel great. I need to ruminate on that one a little bit. I'm not sure what it was. It was that nebulous feel. You know, the feel of it just didn't seem all there. I need to think about that one some more, but I'm not so sure.
And then I had a chance to pop over to the 2K booth, and I talked to Garth DeAngelis, lead producer on the game, who we had on the live show the other night for XCOM Enemy Unknown. Thank you for running me to talk about the actual game. I also got to play XCOM Enemy Unknown. They're playing on a PC. They're giving me a controller. I think it's pretty much the same stuff that Jeff saw during Judges. I like it. You know, those guys, no strategy. It's a lot more cinematic. It's a lot more actiony. You know, it's smaller scale. It's more tactical because you are dealing with these small teams of like 4 to 6 squad members when you're actually in the game. But then there's like the bigger meta game of, you know, building your base out and research and all these other things. Like it seems like it is still, they're not dumbing it down. It has all the complicated stuff that you would expect from an XCOM game. But like they showed us sort of a opening tutorial level that really kind of put you through the paces in the tactical, you know, the squad stuff of like, here is the important stuff that you need to know about, which is something that the original XCOM did not do at all. Granted, that was 1994, so, you know, kind of different standards of the time, but it seems like they are both making it modern and making it approachable while also keeping the depth that you would want from an XCOM game. Anything else worth highlighting today?
I played Lost Planet 3. I'm not sure if I would say that's worth highlighting. I think they're doing the best job of any of those games, sort of creating a better story. I think the narrative they've set up where you were a miner on I don't know if it's the same ice planet, it probably is the same ice planet, I think it's a prequel. And you're this miner, you're separated from your family. Like when you're in the mech sequences, they'll have like video signals from like your family that are time delayed because of the way they get uploaded. And they actually do a really good job of sort of like painting like these characters in the world. And the problem is just once you start playing the game and the combat, it becomes pretty clear it's made by Spark. So they set up this kind of this cool world, done a much better job of making what was a batshit insane story, which I'm pretty sure that's why it's a prequel, is so they don't have to take any of the consequences from 1 or 2 because they don't make any sense, and do their own thing. And they seem to be succeeding on that front, but unfortunately the shooting just, janky is a bad word that doesn't articulate very much, but for the very short period of time, janky kind of summarizes how that game plays.
It is that nebulous, it is that feel thing, right?
It's like I need to spend more time, like I think with Resident Evil, to figure out what exactly I'm not feeling, but it's just, yeah, it just wasn't really working for me.
And then I went and saw Star Wars again.
Was that really necessary?
And I joined him.
And Alex was there.
Yeah, it's
so good. All right.
Jeff also saw it and also seemed mightily impressed.
Fantastic.
I don't know why I took the microphone because that's enough right there.
Indeed. And I think that's pretty much our fleeting impressions for E3 2012 Day 2 coming to a close. We'll be back for the third and final day of the show, assuming that LA Lakers... What's that?
Third and final day.
The third and final day.
Emphasize final. Emphasize
the third
final.
and final day of E3 2012. Assuming the Kings don't burn down Los Angeles in the process. We'll see ya. Hopefully.
Are you looking at a mop? Are you looking at the mop?
It's looking at the ramp.
Yeah. You got to focus on that unicorn at some point.
I'm glad at least the house and this place do share a unicorn.
Yes. Sure.
Shot of this corner and the next shot of this corner. So the camera comes down, zooms in on this part, something should be happening here. They'll zoom in on this part, something should be happening there. Okay. Then I'll come to the mole people, and then
what?
They'll be
There's mole
rolling,
people.
and then there'll be everybody stationed
Is it
down
a
here.
crawl? It's a crawl.
Could be.
Yeah, I think it's a crawl.
Could be.
Like you made it. Somehow you've escaped. You need to get to the last. Like that should be the last one of first bit. 'Cause
Yeah,
then you've got the dig
well,
deep.
it'll start here, right?
Yeah.
And then it'll go here. I mean, the whole thing has to be done in like 15,
Yes.
30 seconds.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
you know, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Sure. That's a long number.
Yeah. Well, you get shorted up. You always make it nice.
Yeah, that's about 20 seconds.
Whose idea was it? Your idea, mole people? I can't remember.
I think that was a Ryan thing.
Oh, as
I don't know.
It just started as like a dare.
Yeah.
I always feel they start as dares, where it's like, oh, why don't you just create mole people?
Yeah, you could do that.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
This time I did nothing harder than actually searching Google Images for mole people.
Mhm.
Apparently there was a big famous mole people movie, and there were action figures made on it.
Of the mole people?
Of the mole people.
Do you remember the mole people craze in the late 70s?
Yeah.
See, if you work for Fox, we can use Mole Man, but we can't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Wrong brand.
Are we going to be able to film ourselves crawling on the ground on this thing and have it actually work?
Probably not.
Great.
It'll work-ish.
All right.
It's my apocalypse stance.
Good stance.
Good.
It's sort of like your buffalo stance. Just move your hand like it works.
Can somebody crush like a skull on their foot? Shouldn't that be the start? Yeah, it should be like the Terminator 2. Just crush a skull.
I don't want the bitch out.
Yeah. What happened to the one of those that we had at the other office? Did that make it out of there?
I know, it's still too good. Thanks, man.
It's really good sprite animation.
Keep going.
I was gonna say now's our chance to make like 2D fighting game characters. You just want to get up against that wall and do it, you know.
Didn't bring any pool cues though.
Yeah.
Ah! 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 That's it.
Are there any
Yep,
other
done.
Any other guns around here? We should get a good like back-to-back shot of shooting multiple like both directions.
There's gotta be piles of guns in this office.
It's got to be a tequila pistol somewhere, right? This is a video game office.
There's a tape gun over there.
It would actually be pretty great if someone was trying to fight the apocalypse with a tape gun.
I'll do back to back with myself.
I need to get further back to get everything on this camera.
Five.
Can't see your face.
Backtrack myself, so what I always want.
Yeah.
Because there's only one person in this world that Vinny Carabella loves, and that is Vinny Carabella.
Alright, who's up?
Me and Let me get my C-Man controller.
Things you need for the apocalypse.
Don't want
Am I
panic.
supposed to bring stuff?
No, just bring a positive attitude.
Okay, I can do that.
This C-Man controller is going to show up on my desk. And it requires a Japanese PS2. Well, you have a Japanese PS2, don't you?
Yeah, I have a bunch of them.
You should bring in your Japanese PS2.
All right.
Gotta find some way to use this. Look at this controller. It's a Saturn controller.
Hey, is this the? Was this lost? Is this our the Kit Kat mug that? Wasn't Brad keeping one of these?
I think he found his. He had the Cadbury egg one that he demanded he take from me.
So are you just lost in the apocalypse with your only remaining possessions?
That's all I got. Should have brought my press hat that Sessler bought me, but I totally forgot about it.
Still reporting on the news?
Yeah.
Apocalyptic video game news.
Someone's got to say it.
Silicon Knights.
Where am I standing?
Right there.
Right.
That's good, yeah.
So we just all doing fighting game animations?
You should do at least
We're walking across the landscape, right?
Well, in the top one, not really.
Oh,
The
okay.
bottom one is more of the left.
The
to
top
right.
one, we're just
Okay.
sort of, like aimlessly wandering around doing things.
Yeah, you're just lost in the. That's some breast part juice.
I really should have cleared out the beer that's in here. It smells really rancid.
Just gross.
There's just like a hair at the bottom of it.
That's good. Get some good apocalypse. Well done. All right, Alex, you want to
Hang on a
apocryphy?
second. Hang on. Unzip and fly too. All right. So I'm just
Keep
walking
going.
around the apocalypse.
Yeah. Perfect.
All right. Want to
Perfect.
do a fighting game pose or something?
Sure.
All right. No. And then should I just be getting shot or something?
Sure.
All right.
Anything that you think could happen during the apocalypse. Could be in a fighting game.
How's that work?
All right.
Okay.
All right. Where's Brad?
I don't
Pretty
know.
bright rocks.
I could.
You ready?
I'd go. You just gotta.
See, the key detail in all that was my fly was down.
Yeah, that's the part people remember.
That's the part.
Well, that's the part we.
That's what sells it, really.
That's how you know it's the apocalypse.
Yeah. I don't have time to zip up my pants. You don't get signal in the apocalypse, Jeff.
Is that a Verizon or an AT&T phone?
Start your way out of the apocalypse, waiting for this apocalypse to be over.
there's that
Yeah, that's my ride. All right, who's left? Ryan and Brad.
We'll run off.
Oh, we're not gonna blow up Drew too?
I'll go yell.
Oh yeah, Drew. Did you have I saw you coiling some rope. So you have want me to dangle rope from the top? You just climb out of it. Just descending.
it up over one of those. I don't want it to burn on a light.
Would you be dropping in or dropping out?
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right.
You could drop it in.
Oh, this rope is never going to show up once we key it.
Oh, yeah?
I can fake you a rope.
What about as like a stinger or something?
Big black cord.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hi.
So can you hear this? This was just on all the time.
Hi.
Hey. It's the apocalypse. I found these walkie-talkies in the studio. Come on back.
Hello? 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 Hi. Hello?
Oh, Jesus Christ, Brad.
Who's ready for the apocalypse?
Oh my God.
I might say that you've over-prepared a tad.
There's always got to be one.
All right, Apoca Brad.
I feel like the sword is sort of redundant in the
Jeez.
with the understanding of everything else you have.
Is it like a gladius?
I don't know.
Cleaver, anybody? Is everybody else already done?
Oh my God.
That'd be a good Ryan one, maybe.
This-
It's you and Ryan.
You definitely have the most dangerous apocalypse going.
Dude, I have a Mega Buster.
That's pretty good.
Oh.
Make sure to keep your security badge on.
Oh, hang on. Like I said, I came.
Jesus Christ, Brad.
Same way I have to use it all.
I know. I like that you brought options.
That dark. What I'm doing with this thing.
You're hunting for
Wielding it?
mutants? See, I like what you're doing there. I like it.
Give me another one of those?
One more. With
Whole
feeling.
Yeah, just to line it up to shoot.
There's a little move on here.
It's not really a movie kind of gun.
All right. Give me a shoot sideways. All right.
Love it.
You're good. All right, Drew.
It's good for that one. I like those run around and save the world.
Are you fixing the lighting during the apocalypse?
No. But that would be pretty great. The aesthetics for this apocalypse just don't work. You're gonna light.
You gonna hang yourself and kick out the stool?
I can help you with that.
Living my dream, man.
Video cables, no less.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem at all safe.
You think you can animate me like sliding down from the ceiling?
If you put
sky?
If it's just like holding
if yeah,
long
if,
enough,
I'll
yeah,
just
totally.
move you. Just
Like just do the the fake rope climbing animation.
Take that.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Because when the world ends, those with repelling cables will be the ones that.
All right, Brad, I need you to move. It's gonna be real fast. So give me some. You're descending at 1 billion miles an hour.
Okay, so do I need like my legs to be like this so it looks like a thing?
Sure.
Okay. Lean back on your heels a little bit.
You should hop off that stool.
Well, I'm gonna have to move them. And then I'll need a good land, like so bend the knees and land.
Now just wave to the camera and walk off.
And then Brad shoots you. As soon as you land.
Oh yeah, okay, perfect.
So you should land, I think, like way high,
and then die.
Yeah, then just get riddled with bullets.
Wait, you need me for that, or
No.
I'll
I'll
call that
use
in.
the shooting of you.
No, the key is that none of the animations will actually line up very well with each other.
All right.
All right.
Love it.
Done.
You see Brian, right?
Still coloring inside.
Yeah.
Still making his prop.
Yeah.
Do you want to
probably gone through like 5 markers making that thing by now.
Yeah, we can move on to scene 2.
You want to get a back-to-back shot with 2 rifles? No.
I think I'll use it separate,
Yeah,
and then have us maybe both just cream Drew when he lands.
Fair enough.
Just turn into a blood mist. Yeah, so this one is
It's the crawling one, right?
it could be crawling, it could be crouching. Like, scale is all relative. We could be tiny.
Okay,
We
yeah.
could be those could be gigantic mole people. So,
Millions of tiny mole people.
I'm gonna crab walk.
yeah. Just be right. Just be a lot of this. Crawl. Do the perm.
We're not doing audio. You can.
Anybody knows how to break dance?
Dan, do you know how to break dance?
You say rape dance?
Yeah. Dan, do you know how to rape
I
dance?
don't really do either, frankly.
I borrowed your gun. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
Wipe off the fingerprints.
yeah. Did kill a couple people.
Got a body on that.
What else do you do with more people?
Crawl past them. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Alright. You guys want to crawl?
I will admit, yes.
Yeah. I can guard.
Props.
How was it for me? Did you see it?
I inexplicably lost.
I think it's okay.
So you're gonna be hunting mole people is the idea.
Yeah, I think it's okay, Drew.
You like pulling a Ron McDonald and just finding a bunch of cables and stuff into a bag last minute to bring down?
No, we just did this.
One of these, yeah.
We just did this like 4.5 hour.
Oh,
live
the
stream
Wolfenstein
for
stuff?
Wolfenstein,
Yeah.
And now I just that's the gear I had to keep here.
Oh,
Now I gotta
right.
Pack it up in a Pelican, and
Yeah,
fly it
yeah.
down.
Throw that
Also,
in
the
crap
blades
in
are
my face
reflecting
at
the
some point.
green.
All right.
Oh, missed. Oh man, you're gonna kill yourself.
Yeah.
How about we'll CG in the head crab?
All right. So you just need a shot of me struggling with this thing.
Yeah, how about you hold it and you're just hacking it?
All right.
I like on your knees better.
Okay.
And switches.
All right.
Wait, what?
Yep. Yeah. Good.
All right. Is there anything? Is there a smaller blade at all? just this. Too. And it's too heavy to.
Oh jeez.
Can't hold that in my teeth.
You can hold this thing, maybe.
Ew.
I don't know about that.
No, I can't.
I would stop putting stuff in your mouth.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, whatever, Mom. Here.
I see I-6 in your mouth.
Yeah. Put your cell phone in your mouth.
Yeah. I don't know. All right, well.
This is kind of gross on its own.
I might just use this in the top part, just have you flying across.
Just the abject futility of it is what really sells it.
That enough? Perfect, yeah. That's good. All right.
Shoot that thing at the camera.
That's my plan.
Cock it.
3D. Put it in 3D.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Nice shooting, Tex.
Shot at the camera.
All right, I think that's good. Alex?
Let's see.
You're late, we cut you.
In case you were wondering, this is a picture of a production truck.
Oh.
How many markers did that take you?
I've been busy.
All right.
Yeah, I pretty much blew.
All right.
Pretty much blew out a Sharpie on this. So.
All right, let's get you in front of there. So that thing dries.
It's weird with the light right in front of the monitor.
Hold it, point it this way.
Wait, where am I looking?
That's the camera.
There it is. Okay. Not sure what to do with this though.
You know, calling it out.
Preaching.
I shouldn't have put that hammer in my mouth.
Why not?
It tastes weird.
Kind of metallic.
No, it does the wood part.
Ew. It's gross.
No, the part that they hold.
Right, I think people might be to your sides. So if
Okay,
you want
so
to gesture to Jeff to look at the sign.
Okay, so I'll primarily be static.
Yeah.
As far as movement goes. Okay. Where's my eye line? There. Okay, Jeff's there. Hey Jeff, look at my sign. Look at my sign. Look at my sign.
Then show the camera.
Look at my sign. See?
Made the sign.
Have it a big happy grin.
Okay.
Oh, that's so unsettling.
Is there enough height to get over the head?
That's what I was thinking. This seems like this makes the most sense.
If you kneel just slightly.
Yeah, you have to bend your knees a little bit. Yeah.
I kind of like that actually. It looks like you have no shins.
But go the other way. Yeah, go to your left.
Go both ways. Just keep walking back and forth.
To your left more? Left
Yeah,
more?
because the
Left
light.
more? There you go.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
God hates Kensha.
Give me one more with the big devil grin, and the slow.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Put a hammer in that mouth.
That's it. All right. So
crawl.
Ryan, while you're up there, if you want to do a crawl, we need a second stage crawl, or just whatever you do to get by mole people. It doesn't have to be a crawl. but come out a little bit. There's a corner piece of tape there. Up even further, like by the
That one there?
black, yeah.
That's the path
Yeah.
to where Alex is?
Anywhere in front of the camera.
Yeah, just kind of. It's gotta be slower.
Nice slow skip.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I can skip slowly. I think I have that ability.
Also, most everybody else is on the ground, so you'll probably be really small.
Do it like one of those old cartoons where it's just like.
You got that way better. Keep going, man.
You should do bust one of those.
All right, I'll do one of those. I don't know what the hell that was.
This is all going to be off perspective. Like everyone's coming, like you're coming straight on and curving. You're going straight across. It's
Yeah, this one is definitely just left to right.
So just
straight.
Hard to tell what left to right is here.
Just head towards right in front of you.
those papers over there.
Yeah, you got a piece of paper on your foot too. You want to keep that on.
You should probably just leave there. Oh.
It's the production truck. In case you want to know what a production truck looks like.
Most people love the production truck.
So everyone else is on the ground?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
They're low.
What's funny about this though? Can't crab walk.
I already did it.
I know. I mean, I physically can't.
Oh, okay.
I fucked up my left wrist.
You also don't have to move. You just want to sit there.
You could just lay there and make like dirt angels.
What's the? Let me see the shot. What's the?
What's your motivation?
Perspective. No, just
What if you just skip in place and then you move it?
Yeah, could you move me skipping?
Yeah, I could try. For sure. So
we'll be like behind this rock layer here.
Yeah, exactly. Or it'll be so fast that it might just be people here, some people here.
You make them super tiny in comparison to the mall
I don't know.
people?
It depends how it all works out.
Okay, so we haven't decided on scale.
No, I don't know how big a mall person
that
is.
photo of just what's on the table and just saying filming dumb shit.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Not even.
Don't move him at all.
No, absolutely not.
Just be crawling back.
You're doing like this half running man.
Okay.
I found myself going backwards also.
All right, Drew. Could I be like shimmying along the wall?
Sure.
Yeah. Just a
Oh,
little
sorry.
Lara Croft.
How does Drew die in this scene?
When he backs up against the wall, you got to put a little shadow over him to indicate that he's in cover.
Somehow I feel like these are all going to be better if I just reverse what we did for each shot. So take this and put this up on the top layer.
Yeah, yeah.
The mole people's all guns and knives. Or the control room
Right.
is all guns and knives.
Well, they busted in, right?
No, they don't.
Stand.
I thought the control room was us just all standing around.
But now it's going to be all.
Okay.
And the upstairs apocalypse will be all stand.
Oh, all right.
Is that everybody? Everybody crawled?
Yeah.
Everybody did? All right. Control room. You want to go first with your hat?
What hat?
Your pink hat?
Oh, sure.
Construction helmet. Brad, I know you love your props, but I don't think most of that stuff is going to play.
Oh?
I don't think you need
You're going to be really small and it's going to be moving really fast.
So what are we supposed to be doing in this room? Like, are we just like working at stations?
Yeah.
And just like doing kind of being.
Like these are all unrelated layers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could have a gun in the control room, but
I was envisioning our last stand.
No,
You just have to-
there's no narrative in this.
You could just shoot yourself in the head though. That would be pretty funny. Suicide plays, dude.
Faced with the doldrums of working in some kind of underground control room,
Yeah, it's
you
gonna
decide to take your own life.
Turn your key serve moment, but for yourself.
Oh, hold on.
Taking yourself out of the loop.
Satellite truck, everybody.
Wait, satellite truck?
Is that different from production truck?
That's satellite truck. Production truck, that's a production truck.
You should just take like put that on.
That's
like, a
satellite
hammer,
truck.
Pretend like you're working.
satellite
Yeah.
truck.
Well, it's not.
It's a light form of SATA.
Okay, got it.
Truck inside the production truck.
All right.
Put the satellite truck inside the production truck? That's like a post-production truck.
This
Isn't
was
it?
the last time for
It's the last time
No,
for
the
the...
post-production truck is dragged behind the.
Got it.
pink construction gear is
Yeah.
actually flayed.
I'm just saying I would
Yeah.
do something to
But
kind of
send it off.
We haven't even opened the other 3 vests.
I already ruined them for the rest of you.
Yeah.
Backwards.
Yeah.
We didn't have our chance to just have some sort of Beastie Boys video moment while with all of us wearing them.
Doing this a lot.
Yeah, I might be able to grab one of those chairs to try it.
Give it a shot.
Direct traffic.
If it doesn't work, I can try something else too.
Foreman.
Wait, put your
Oh,
up there.
sorry.
You're,
Oh.
You're just all over in that thing. Maybe you should just like.
God damn it!
Sit there.
You guys filming?
Hey, what's going on? Hey guys!
It's a really good shot.
Now start kicking his face.
All right. Clearly I can't sit in that chair.
So behind you is a giant wall of screens. If you wanna, that's behind you
A
is
wall,
like
a wall of screens.
is the
Wall of screens.
Yeah.
So it's a nightmare chamber. Why is it pink?
Someone sent him in.
Angry
I think
Andy
that's
bread,
good.
my favorite bread.
all right.
Anything else?
I think that's good.
Brad, once you actually, Brad, get back up there, and once you back them in here, like you're pulling them in, and then violent stop.
Is this someone's act now?
Oh yeah, sure. Okay.
Are you gonna back up?
Usable.
Yeah, something.
Just find something. Raw material, man. That's all it is.
All right, who's next? Who else has thought of something?
I can go.
Just coffee.
That's all I got. I was going to do coffee, so now I'm going to do coffee with you without coffee.
All right, wait. You guys move Jeff to your right. Yeah, center up a little more. Jeff to your right a little bit more. Okay, and Ryan a little tighter. There we go. That's good.
Can you superimpose coffee cup on my hand?
No, but I think it's better without one. How about if you're also eating a hot dog?
Is that what you envisioned?
Yeah, totally.
Back
Yep.
and forth.
I'll fix it in post.
fast,
Yeah.
though, right? Like I'm really hungry for that hot dog. Just trying to get it in there as fast as I can.
Yeah.
Like that.
That doesn't look dirty at all.
All right. Who's up?
Really sticky.
A lot of options for this
coffee. Make sure it's coffee.
This could just be standing around.
dance.
Yeah.
Let's do like some.
Do a Patrick dance.
Some minority
Hot
report,
coffee. Yeah.
swiping screens.
Your matrix or your minority reporting over there.
You're gonna hold 360 degrees. There you go.
Nothing I like
this trophy also.
This is gonna be like you at a rave.
Actually, superimpose glow
Yeah, I was
sticks
gonna put
onto me doing-
and just a corner with a disco ball over you.
Just right there.
No, I'm good.
All right, that's good. Alex.
Can I try putting that chair over there?
Sure.
All right. Yeah, it's very light too. Perfect. Tell me where to put it.
That seems good. Is it Patrick? You want to move over a little to your? There we go.
How's that?
Sure.
I don't know.
Sure.
Are you just looking at the picture and trying to figure out
where
do I put that?
Where would that fit?
Like
Any
in
of that
front of
makes
the
sense.
one of the consoles there.
It's all going to happen so fast.
Yeah.
In the actual
It
thing.
could literally just be me laying there, you know?
We'll figure it out.
All right. Is there anything else you would like me to try?
Let's get you without the chair, just
right.
doing something.
Just standing around?
Sure.
I'll keep
Yeah,
the
I was
birthday
going to
hat.
say, I really liked the birthday hat.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that.
Sad underground birthday.
All right, now do like tight, clappy, jumpy, like smiley, happy birthday. It's a terrifying fucking face.
Yeah.
It's an awful face you were making there.
That's
I don't know how to make non-awful faces. I'm sorry.
That's
perfect, though.
That's perfect for the mole people.
Yeah.
That's
right. But he's just gonna put us
put all that out later. All right, Drew, you ready?
Kit.
Yeah.
People will figure out something.
Build your own E3 bumper.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of people doing terrible things to my image, so. All right, something.
Piece of
We're
carrots.
underground.
Piece of carrots.
We're underground. We're underground.
Too bad there won't be any audio for this.
Is that everybody?
I guarantee someone on
Brad,
the forums will
oh
be
yeah, you had the
checking
thing.
lip movements to like try and write the script
We are
down.
recording this and we're putting
Yeah.
this part up. So.
Let's see all this.
All right, is that it?
I think I didn't go yet, but I don't.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You don't wanna?
I can't. I'm trying to think.
Hey, we all did.
You can put that hammer in your mouth.
That's
You put the metal part in.
Yeah.
That wasn't in his mouth.
Yeah, I only put the wood part in my mouth.
Wrench.
That's how you get mono.
A wrench there.
Jeff doesn't have mono.
Let's go into E3 with mono.
I asked Dave to cough into my mouth earlier. He refused.
What a dick.
I know.
There we go.
Yeah, he's working on the hammer with the wrench.
There you go. So I was filming you through that whole idea process. That whole elaborate, like, yep.
These are two things.
Yeah.
Thanks. What can I do
Look,
with
these
them?
guys are so funny and clever.
That's right. It's the internal process.
A lot of work went into the hammer wrench bit, you guys.
Really workshopped that for a while. Now hammer the wrench.
Vinny, I could watch you work on tools all day long.
Some hot tools. Solemnly working on tools.
Is that everything?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see how that
Way
works.
to go, everybody.
All right.
Vinny, you'll be on all levels with that, right?
Yeah. It's a repeating gag
Yeah.
level.
She'll see it's like, fine, Vinny.
Let's just get. Since we have everybody, let's just all just get in cause.
Okay.
This could be on the. How about this is on one of the monitors? Whatever this is
Okay,
on
yeah.
one of the monitors.
There'll be like fire behind us, and I'll be filming it.
So meta. Let's just wave. Here we are at E3! E3!
Silently waving. Silently waving.
Alright, let's all just scatter and walk off. Alright. Alright, let's do it again. And everybody just face this way.
Okay. I don't think we're even in the shot.
Yeah, we're not.
There we go. All right.
Alright, then let's realize we're backwards and everybody turn around. 1, 2, 3. Oh. And then that's hey, that's a wrap. That's yeah. I think
All right, that's
you guys, good
yeah.
E3 guys. That was pretty
Good show. Good show.
We're done.
All threes.
Where are we? What are we?
Just gonna stay in the shot.
Alright, that's it.
Woo! E3's over.
All right.
Let's never speak of it again.
Alex, you want to call me Brett
Yep.
for this stuff?
Stash. All right. Looking at the birthday hat and all that.
So now you've got all this. What goes into turning it into something usable, or how many hours? Let's say.
As many as we have left before we go to E3.
Okay.
Hopefully not too long. It really depends on how well it keys out.
Right.
How well
Yeah.
all the screen stuff works. So if it works quickly, then hopefully not more than a day. So that would be pretty quick. It's got it all recorded. That would have sucked.
Oh, gotta start over. This time we'll record it. All right, well.
It's pretty good. Hopefully not too long. And we'll key it all out and then add sound effects and make sure that it's hopefully no longer than 30 seconds. Because watching this thing multiple times kind of starts to suck. But here's what it kind of looks like so far with the... So it'll be burning, building, and then, oh, there's somebody over there.
Oh, yeah.
And then it'll go, oh no, there's somebody over there holding the sign. And then it'll go down into mole people layer, and then, oh, there's stuff happening there, and then it'll go into the controller.
Yeah.
That's all that has to happen. Easy.
That sounds easy. I don't know.
Easy. Talking about, man.
Shut your damn mouth.
All right.
All right. Cool.
That's it.
That's it. I'm turning this off.